Hey yogis, welcome back to your mat. My name is Krista, and for today's class we're going to be doing a gentle flow. We're going to get started in a seated position, and we'll start moving our body right away. So as you inhale, start to reach the arms out and up, reaching them up towards the sky, maybe taking your gaze up towards the fingertips. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Now take the arms open into a T and think of really expanding the heart forward, squeezing the shoulders back behind you. And then as you exhale, round the spine, reach the arms forward, touch your fingertips together. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, reach forward, puff up your back. Last one, inhale, expand across the chest. And exhale, reach forward. Beautiful. Come back up to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand beside right hip. Inhale, lift left fingertips up, and then take your reach up and over towards that right side. Start to open up the chest, roll your chest up towards the sky, reach the top arm back. And then exhale, start to track your top pinky in a diagonal, reaching for the corner of your mat. Inhale, expand the chest, roll, open up. Exhale, curl the spine, round the shoulder forward and down. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come back up to a neutral. And then lift your shoulders over your hips. We'll switch sides. Exhale, left fingertips down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend. From here, start to roll your chest open up towards the sky. Take your top arm back behind you. Exhale, coming back into that diagonal. Tap your pinky down towards your mat. Inhale, let's open it up. Exhale, reach. Beautiful. Come back to that side bend. And then inhale, let's lift all the way back up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Bring your hands onto the floor and just start to walk the fingertips out forward. At the same time, leaning your chest forward. And think of really leading with the heart, puffing your heart forward. Stay here for one breath in and one breath out. And slowly start to walk yourself back. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and knees, hips are above the knees, shoulders are over the wrists, and start to move your body really organically. So shifting your weight forward and back, side to side, allowing the spine to arch and round, almost like a cat-cow, but really finding awareness into your body as you move. Really tapping into your intention. And just move the body in any way that feels good for you. And now come back to center. Come back to your tabletop. Bring the big toes to touch, untuck the toes, and sink the hips down towards your heels, child's pose. Now we're going to keep this child's pose moving, so on your inhale, start to lift the chest, lift the hips to stack over the knees. Bring the arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, open up across the chest. And then exhale, sink the hips down. Sweep the arms back behind you. Lean the chest forward. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, melt the heart open up towards the sky as you drop the arms. Beautiful. On your next exhale, sink the hips down. Reach the arms behind you. Squeeze those back muscles. Tap your forehead to the floor. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, let's open up our heart towards the sky. Inhale here, back to a neutral spine. And then exhale, child's pose. Reach the arms. And for this last one, just melt the arms down towards the floor. Bring the hands onto your mat, come back into tabletop, and then tuck your toes, send your sits bones up and back in space for a downward facing dog. And take some time to pedal out the feet, to shake out the legs. And again, finding that organic movement here in this pose. Come back into stillness in this downward dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg reaches up into the air, three-legged down dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Bring the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Think of puffing your heart forward. Sink your hips down towards the floor. We're going to keep this moving. On your next exhale, start to shift the hips back, straighten through that front leg. It might not straighten all the way, just enough that you get a nice stretch in through the hamstring. Maybe you tent the palms coming onto the fingertips. Inhale, let's ripple forward, lead with the heart. Exhale, let's shift it back. Keep the pelvis neutral. Inhale, let's ripple forward. Last one, send it back. Like a wave, come forward. This time, reach your right arm up towards the sky, revolving open towards the right side of your mat. Allow your gaze to look up at the right fingertips. And then exhale, drop that right hand down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Send that right foot to meet the left, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shake out the legs. And then come back to stillness. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg reaches up into the air. Shift your weight forward. Step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. From here, nice proud chest. Sink the hips low. Reach your heart forward. And then on your next exhale, keeping the hips square to the top of your mat, start to shift your weight back. Lift the toes off of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale, let's send it forward. Exhale, let's shift it back. Straighten through that front leg as much as is comfortable for you. Inhale, lift the heart, arch your back. Exhale, round the spine as you fold. Inhale, come back into that lunge position and then start to reach the left arm up into the air, revolving open towards that left side of your mat. And then exhale, lower that hand down. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Step your left foot to meet the right downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg reaches up into the air, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, draw that right knee to right wrist. Right ankle towards the left wrist. It doesn't have to touch. And then lower that shin down, lower the pelvis down. And then slither that back leg further on the mat, coming into pigeon pose. Now you have the option to stay upright here, and maybe your focus is the front of the left hip. If you want to fold forward, just try not to put all of your weight onto that front leg. And wherever you are, just come lift your chest back up. Bring your hands onto the mat, tuck the toes, lift the back knee, and then send that right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high into the air. Exhale, left knee to left wrist, and then left ankle towards right wrist. And then lower the shin and the pelvis down, and then really slither that back leg further behind you. And again, option to stay upright here or lower down onto forearms. So allowing yourself to be gentle with the body. Wherever you are, walk yourself back onto your hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then send the left foot back to meet the right for your last downward facing dog. Come high onto the toes and float your knees down towards your mat. Come to sit onto the heels. Bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And just really pay attention to your breath here. Noticing every heartbeat. Really feeling your belly expand against your hand with every inhale breath, and it float away from your hand with every exhale breath. Really thank yourselves for taking the time out of your day to move your body, to making it onto your mat for this gentle flow practice. And I will leave you here, but feel free to take Shavasana or just stay here, focusing on your breath and on your body for a few more moments. Thank you for practicing, everyone. Namaste.